Hello everyone, Jean Kanicki here. Today we're making corned beef and cabbage. So before I get started, I'd like to do a huge shout out to Rooted Vines and CEO 369 for making my beautiful muffins. I'm so happy that you enjoyed them. Everyone, if you haven't gone to their website, please do so. She makes the most beautiful chamomile tea and it's just so wonderful. A huge shout out to all my subscribers. I can't forget you. You're very important to me. Thank you. We're gonna get started with the corned beef and cabbage. So I bought this corned beef and it's gluten-free and 60% lower sodium. So I know I could have bought the brisket and seasoned it for 2 weeks, but I don't have time to do all that. So basically what I'm gonna do is take this and put it in my pan. I'm gonna flip it over and voila. So there's a little packet in here with the seasoning. And we're just gonna cut this, put it in there. Get all that goodness in there. And then I'm going to add about 4 cups of water. And the reason I'm adding so much water is that I have to make sure that it's covered with water, and it has to cook for about 3 hours. So we're going to put this on the stove and let it cook. Before I turn it on, I just want to show you I have 1 large onion and 4 large carrots and a beautiful head of cabbage. So we'll be cooking these later, but you may want to stick around to the end because there may be a surprise. So I'm going to cover the corned beef and let it cook. So we're checking on the corned beef and just wanted to let you know I added 2 bay leaves and 2 cloves of garlic. So it's cooking nice and slow, but it still has a while to go. And so we're gonna let that cook. We have carrots and potatoes that we parboiled. So we'll put those in there once we take the beef out. And over here for my big surprise, I am making Irish soda bread. So I have, in this bowl, we're gonna do the dry ingredients. So I have 4 cups of flour in here that I'm gonna sift. Oh, I'm glad I sifted it. See, we have some that are not so good. And we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of sugar and 1.5 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And we're going to mix all this up together.
You got a visitor.
Okay, now we're gonna add half a stick of butter. And this is where I'm gonna start mixing it by hand. You have to get in here with your hands. Now we're gonna add 1 3/4 cups of buttermilk. Okay. And to that we're gonna add 1 egg. Now we're going to add some orange zest in here. About a tablespoon of orange zest. And I have some fennel seeds that I'm going to put in there. You can skip the fennel seeds if you like, but I like them. And then we're going to add some raisins. Usually, traditionally use currants, but all I have is raisins, so here we go. So we have all the dry ingredients here, and we're just going to mix it up. And now we're going to make a little well in the middle and just pour the wet ingredients in. And this is going to be a little sticky, but that's the way it is. So I'm going to get in there and mix it. It's best to do this by hand. I have some extra flour here, so when I put it on the board, it wouldn't stick as much. And you don't want to over mix this. It's coming along. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit of extra flour. Okay, our soda bread is done, so let's take it out. Oh, it's hot. Check it out.
Ooh.
Came out amazing. Okay, we're ready to take, our corned beef is ready as well. So we're going to take it out. Now this piece of corned beef was only 3 pounds, so it took about 3 hours to cook, and it's nice and tender. So we're just gonna put it here. We're gonna tent it for a few minutes. And we're gonna put the cabbage in to boil. And I wanna take this part here off. There. This one off. Okay, we're gonna put the cabbage in to cook. We have all the nice spices in there from the corned beef. This should take about 10-15 minutes to cook. And I also have the carrots and potatoes. I pre-cooked these a little, and I'm just gonna put them in here. And they'll all cook up nice. Yeah. Look at that. I'll take it out in a few minutes in the meantime while the meat is sitting. Okay. While the vegetables are cooking and the corned beef is sitting, I can't wait to try the Irish soda bread. Oh, look at that. Nice and hot and flaky. Oh, I have some of the Kerrygold Irish butter, and nothing like fresh bread out of the oven, especially if it's Irish soda bread. Look at it. Mmm. Mmm. Delicious. We'll see you in a bit when the vegetables are done. Okay, our vegetables are done. We're just gonna we sliced the corned beef up and put it on there. Now we're just putting our potatoes on. There you have it, folks. Beautiful corned beef and cabbage and potatoes and carrots. So this is the best part when you get to taste it. Get a piece of the corned beef. Okay, this is hot. Smells so good. Mmm. Mmm. Very hot, but delicious. I hope you try this recipe, and I thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.